Check one. Mic check. Mic. Check 1, 2. Well, folks, we're late getting to the game here. We understood that the first pitch would be 6 p.m. Looks like they started early on us. We got to get our scoreboard configured a little bit here. Bear with us. The Mustangs were up and down 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. And looks like we got a little dribbler to the third baseman and gets by Kubo at first. And there'll be a runner at first, and I believe we have one out in the inning here. Mustangs have Dason Dasani Hill on first base. On the mound. That's JoJo Kubo, number 18 at first. Dason would pick off attempt at first base. Number 5 for Fossil Ridge is back. Last night we had a huge game between the Mustangs freshman baseball team at Southlake. It felt like a varsity playoff game. It was a fantastic job by the Mustangs. Headed into the 6th inning, ahead 1-0. Kind of broke it open with a Peyton Tatum 2-run double. In the 6th, the Mustangs added one more to take a victory 4-0 from Southlake last night after a 9-0 victory over Timber Creek at the beginning of the day. Stangs freshmen are playing good baseball with pitching and defense. Timely hitting, pitching and defense, and we'll see if that continues today. Right now, Dason has a 0-2 count with one out. I'm going to focus on bringing you the game right now. It looks like we might be having trouble with our internet connection over here. Pick off at first. Got a big lead over here at first. Dason with a curveball sits him down. What a pitch. Money pitch by Dasani Hill. 2 gone. Not sure what that exchange was by the umpires, but apparently they had something they need to talk about, so looks like we're back after it here now. Got a runner on second. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 down here in the bottom of the first. No score in the ball game. Mustangs coming off a big tournament victory last week. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. I think this is the cleanup hitter for Fossil Ridge. Mustangs won 3 games last weekend in the 2021 Highland Park Freshman Invitational. Picking up the championship for that tournament. There's Dason, and he drops one in really close. Looks like the Mustang catcher thought he had a victory dance on that one. So we're coming at you from right field at the Tradio truck. Fly ball taken down by the center fielder, Connor Bell. Mustangs sit him down. Let's see if we can get the scoreboard going for you. Be back in a minute. Sorry for the buffering going on. All right, back to live action out here. There's a bunt by Schreier. Gets down the line, and he's going to be safe at first. Great job of hitting right there. That was number 22, Schreier, with the big play. Trying to get a number on who's up right here. Actually, I believe that's number 8. I believe Luke Bajaj is hitting. Ball hits him. Bajaj going to be at first base. 2 on. Mustangs with an opportunity to do some damage here. This is Taiga Takahashi at the plate. Taiga Takahashi. Tiger watches the first one. We got a 1-ball count. Fouls one off. Got to get the bat in front of you, Tiger. Got 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 runners on here. Tiger watches it pass ball. Mustangs are going to get a break there. Runner's going to move up. Second and third with nobody out. Coach Mooney's rifling through some signals over there at third base. My guess is he's taking off the bunt. Tyga's going to get a chance to hit here. 2 balls and 1 strike on Tyga. 2 runners on. Got a chance to break this game open right here in the 2nd inning. That's ball 3 high. Tyga's a good contact hitter. He's going to put the ball in play somewhere if he gets a strike to hit. He can take it behind the runners too. Good eye. And the pitcher loads the bases. So Fossil Ridge in a little bit of trouble here in the bottom, top of the 2nd. It's the pitcher, Dason Hill. Bases are full of Mustangs. I hope your experience is okay watching this. I think we might have a little buffering going on with the internet. There's a ball that's tapped out down the left field foul. Looks like we're having some serious situation going on with our internet connection. I apologize if this is buffering on you guys. But T-Mobile didn't come through for us over here. That Fossil Ridge, T-Mobile Sprint, had to go with the backup plan of AT&T, and their coverage is not exactly stellar either. So now we've got 1 ball and 2 strikes inside off speed to Dasani. Mustangs sporting a 7-1-2 record. That loss was to a Hebron team that looked like there's a rip to left field. That ball's down. It's going to score some. Nope. Got a catch by the left fielder. Good play. Got Connor Bell at the plate for the Mustangs. Taking a one-handed hack at it. Breaking pitch on that one. Let's see if they try to challenge Connor with a fastball here. He's setting up. Another curveball strike. Gonna have to do whatever it takes. And Bell goes down looking. We're at the top of the order now. Brent Lee batting for the Mustangs. We need a 2-out hit here. First pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, Brent. Brent fouls one off, 1-1. First 3 guys reached. Mustangs have gone line out, strikeout looking for a 2-out play. And Lee gets the bat on the ball, but it's going to be a pop out to the second baseman, and that'll wrap it up for the Mustangs. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd. Your score, Grapevine 0, Fossil Ridge coming to bat. Dasani facing fifth batter for Fossil Ridge. Swing and a miss, good pitch, threw it right by him. Drive. Caught by Brady Lane. Right field. Good play, Brady. Jason took a little bit off. Too good to pass up. Any strikes on top of strike. Tough pitch to hit. Very similar to what Connor had in the last game for the Mustangs. Seen a lot of good pitching in this tournament so far. In the first two games. All the teams up balls in the dirt. Jason scops the ground with a spike. He's behind him, 2-1. Dasani, kind of a narrow kid, uses every bit of his body. Very efficient with his throwing motion. Misses inside on the right-handed batter from Fossil Ridge. Throws a fastball, curveball, and also a hard slider. Let's see what he brings here. Fastball looked like from here. Fastball in the zone, too. Good pitch by the Mustang pitcher to battle back. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Fossil Ridge batter. And the righty takes a cut. There's a ground ball. It's going to be fielded by the second baseman. Picks it up, throws it on to Kubo. And that's Brent Lee at second tonight. JoJo Kubo getting the nod at first base. That'll be 2 outs for the Mustangs defense. Called strike. Mustangs have platoons at most every position out here. A lot of depth. Looks like a good pitch, another pitch for a strike. Way ahead, 0-2 here. Dasani, throw that hard slider right at his back knee. And break it down under his hands. Let's see how he handles it. Nope, brought the high heat. Just missed upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Today's game is brought to you in part by Lee Law Firm, helping good people through bad times. Swing and a miss. Dasani sets him down for the 3rd out. Mustangs bounce back with a little momentum. Dason walks off the mound in command here. We got a 0-0 ball game headed to the 3rd. Batter here to open the top of the third, number 19, Brady Lane. Brady drills one. Deep to the outfield. He's around second base. He's going to be in third base with a stand-up triple. Brady Lane, stand-up triple to open the top of the third for the Mustangs. Sammy Kelly up for the Mustangs here with a runner on third. A slow breaking pitch. That's a great pitcher's pitch by that pitcher. Dropped right into the zone. So he's got an MO here. The lefty is going to throw breaking pitches to set up his fastball to the left-handed batters. Hopefully, if they're paying attention in the dugout, they'll figure that out. But to the three that I've seen, he is opening with the curveball and trying to use that to set up his fastball. He's behind the count here to a dangerous hitter, 2-1. Sammy had a grand slam last weekend at the Highland Park Freshman Invitational. And this is not a guy that they want to take lightly on the Fossil Ridge. He's got a lot of pop in his bat. Of course, if you let him walk, it'll be the same situation. I've got 3-1. The board's got 2-1. We'll see who's right here. Nope, he's going to call it a strike. Saw Sammy look back over his left shoulder. He thought something might happen there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Brady Lane with an inning opening triple at third base here. Trying to look for a way to get home. There's a ground ball by Sammy. That's going to bring the runner in. Sammy got down the line fast. That was a great job of hitting right there. 2-strike approach. Put the ball in play. Mustangs go up 1-0. Number 31, Big Leighton Towery at the plate now. He just about took the first baseman's glove right off his hand last night, and that was because the first baseman was trying to protect himself. Leighton got an inside fastball against Southlake, absolutely murdered it down the first base line. Probably would have been foul except for the fact that the first baseman was holding the runner on and had to put it up to protect his face. All right, the big guys. He kept his hands back. Way to turn on it, Leighton. Get deep. That ball's deep. Drove it over the center fielder's head. He's going to go to third, I think, right here. Here comes a cutoff throw. He's not going to be a play. They're going to send him. They're going to send him. Big boy's going. Leighton Towery's got it in the park. Home run over the center fielder's head. Home run. Number 31, Leighton Towery. Kept his hands back on a curveball and just absolutely blasted it. Wow. Leighton got around the bag well. Touched them all. I don't know what happened with the center fielder. We got wind blowing out. Okay, we got wind blowing out here. Leighton kept his hands back, kept his weight shift even, and just absolutely drilled the off-speed pitch. Took it right over. And once again, folks, this is a lefty stepping in and then looking for that curveball. Knew it was coming. And just drilled it over the center fielder's head. We got 390 in center here. And they were they're still playing kind of short for this Mustangs team. Leighton drilled it over the center fielder's head. And when he got to second base, he could see that nobody had gotten to the ball yet. And Coach Mooney waved him around third. Wasn't even a play at home. It was a great shot. Clean in the park home run. Leighton Towery, number 31, dead center. Hit the ball about 380. Got around the bases. Good job, big guy. 2-0 for the freshman. We're in the top of the third. So we'll get the scoreboard modified the next time where instead of a T, it'll actually say the word top, or a B, it'll say bottom or BOT. Oh, there's a good rip right there. Ball's down. Looks like Luke Schreier on his way to second base. He's going to hold up at second. Clean double by number 22, Schreier. Luke Schreier, great job. Way to hit the ball. Luke Bajaj is up now with one out. And the Mustangs have a runner on second base. Bajaj tried to go oppo with it on that curveball. Just missed it. Good approach, good thought. I think the catcher's going to go talk to the pitcher. I don't believe he likes the lead that Schreier is getting out there at. I don't believe he likes the lead that Schreier's getting. Yeah, so they run a pickoff play. Smart move. I'd do the same thing if I was coaching. It's a real smart play by the catcher. You gotta do something like that every now and then. One ball, one strike on Bajaj. Luke has hit the ball hard in that tournament last week. He was instrumental in getting some big plays. Been fantastic with his pitching yesterday. Did great in the opening game. He kept his hands back there and hits one down the third baseline. It just leaks foul down the left side. Bajaj will get to come back and do it again. Got 2 strikes. Runner on second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got one by Luke that time. It was a good cut. Taiga Takahashi batting now for the Mustangs here in the top of the third with a runner on second base. Mustangs have 2 in. Brady Lane led off with a stand-up triple over left fielder's head. Sammy Kelly grounded out to the second baseman to drive him in. Leighton Towery came up with nobody on and just absolutely drilled the ball over the center fielder's head. That ball's popped up by Taiga. It'll be the third out. And Towery had an inside the park home run. Mustangs scratch first, put up a crooked letter, 2-0 to score. And we head to the bottom of the third. Fossil Ridge trying to answer. All right, the ball's been thrown down to second base. You know what that means, folks. It's live baseball again. Fossil Ridge in the bottom of the third here, trying to answer a 2-run Mustang inning. Brushing back a bit. Dasani owns the plate. Going to make sure the guys know that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dason had a big role last week in that tournament victory. There's a hard hit ball, foul. Dasani was the closer of the semifinal and championship games last week. Last night against South Lake, he picked up the final out with the bases loaded. So, doing great things on the hill. Well, I should say on the mound. Hill on the mound. Hill doing it on the hill. Two balls, 2 strikes now. Right-handed hitter. Faces Dasani. He's going to throw that hard slider is my guess. Nope, came with a straight heat. Got it by him. So we're not able to use the at-bat option on the scoreboard tonight. I just can't see the numbers. Fossil Ridge, I'm sorry about that. I can't see the numbers when they're coming up at the plate. I'm out here in right field watching the game through an opening where we can see home plate, and I can see part of the field. That first pitch swung on a miss for a strike. Just want to say thanks to Eric Persine and the Keller ISD Athletic Administration for our athletic department for giving us the approval to do the games out here today. The game, that man Dasani, he's got it. When he's on, he's on. Dason can throw what he wants and paints the corners. Batters have a hard time figuring out what to do. It was a good job by the batter just to get the bat on it that time. That was a hard fastball to follow up after the off speed had changed the eye level and the timing. Let's see what Dasani does here. I bet he's going to go backdoor curveball on this guy. 1 ball, 2 strikes is our count. you saw the pitch and you saw it called here first. Mustangs aren't afraid to challenge the hitters. It's called first strike by Dason. Been pretty amazing to watch these guys come together and play hard as a group. Every one of them has something to contribute, and they're all clutch in the tight situations. There's one hit on the nubs. Throw to first base. Kubo can't come up with it. The runner's going to make it to second base, and it'll be an error somewhere. I think it's probably going to be an error on the throw from shortstop. Anyway, got a runner on second base with 2 outs now. Time to settle in, Mustangs. A swinging strike one. Dason bearing down here. Doesn't like the idea of being the pitcher that gives up first run in 14, 15 innings. Oh, great pitch. Swing and a miss. And throw down to first base. And now they're going to say he fouled it. Yeah, I saw the catcher hesitate. The umpire had made a call or made up his mind. Bad view we have on whether he fouled it or not. But since there were 2 outs, and he can run on that drop one. Well, on that one he's not running. Dason blew it right by him. We go to the top of the 4th. Dason cruising along with a 2-0 lead by the Mustangs. Dayson with a ground ball. And he beats it out to first base. Looks like the ball got hung up. Ryan Williams in there to run for Dayson. Connor Bell at plate now for the Mustangs. Nobody out. Might be a space that Mustangs think about a bunt here with Bell. Got a runner on second here. Nobody out. That's what the book calls for. 1 ball, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. Might give him the green light here. Let him turn on one. And he did. And he hit one long. It's going to be down. Bell's all the way at second base with a double over the right fielder's head. Williams holds up at third base. He had to wait and see if the ball was going to drop. Top of the order up for the Mustangs here. Brent Lee, the batter, playing second base tonight for the Mustangs. Lee gets down a bunt. Mustangs squeezing a run in. Nobody's over at first base. He's got to be safe. He is. Oh, they're going to call him out. Mustangs pick up an insurance run, though. Bell at third base is going to score on a fly ball to the outfield. Brady Lane at the plate, playing right field tonight. Oh, been on fire lately. Swings and misses. That's 2 strikes on Brady. There's a ground ball. Fielded. Oh, it gets through the hole on the left side. Lane does a job, baby. Mustangs putting it together here. Brady Lane at first base. Fossil Ridge going to make a pitching change. And while we're doing that, talk to you a little about the Mustangs freshman head coach, Coach Darian Mooney. 23 years in GCISD, 15 years in Mustang baseball, and 17 years as CTMS athletic coordinator. A lot of these kids came through CTMS, and No Coach Mooney. He's done a great job managing these guys here. We're in the 11th game of the year, 7-1-2 the record. Pitchers are throwing strikes. Hitters are hitting strikes. And players out in the field are playing defense. Not much more that you can ask for. Everybody's round up, and Coach Mooney is a great part of the staff there at Grapevine High School. We appreciate him, and we appreciate his coaching efforts with Grapevine Mustangs freshman team. No, that's a mistake on the graphic right there. That's Sammy Kelly up right now. Action in the bullpen for the Mustangs. Ryan Williams comes down without a face mask to catch Connor Bell. Number 19 takes off on the first pitch, and he makes it easily. One strike on Sammy. We're going to mute the field mic because it's picking up all the warm-ups going on here in the bullpen. Actually, we'll stay with it. Another big cut by Sammy. I've got 1 ball, 2 strikes. I might be wrong, though. Well, we all agree that there's 2 balls on Sammy. Three balls on Kelly. Batting in the 3-hole tonight for the Mustangs. Called strike 3. Tough pitch. Can't see it in or out from here. I can tell you up or down, it was at the right level. Towery steps in. Towery kept his hands back and just drilled a curveball over the center fielder's head for an in-the-park home run. First time up, he hits a pop-up over to the shortstop. Wind is swirling, but the shortstop gets under it, and he'll grab it for an out in the inning. And that'll do it for the Mustangs here. They put 3 on the board. Actually, excuse me, they add to their lead 2-0. They make it 4 now with 2 more runs. And we're headed to the bottom of the 4th. Grapevine 4, Fossil Ridge 0. Fossil Ridge here in the bottom of the fourth, looking for a way to answer the Mustangs. Dason's done a great job on the hill. Dasani has thrown strikes, had a couple of base runners. No real threat yet. He winds and he deals, and there's a line drive softly to the shortstop. I believe that's Sammy out there at shortstop, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning. There's a ground ball in the hole on the left side, and that'll be a base hit for Fossil Ridge. And that's good news for the Panthers. Looks like number 15 with the base hit for the Fossil Ridge Panthers. The bad news for the Panthers is they're dealing with a guy that's got several different moves to first base. Average lead at first base. Swing and a miss by the batter at the plate. He's in the hole, 0-2. With a runner on first, I think he got a little extra step that time. Time for Dason to go over there one time, I think. Dason steps off the back. He and the dugout weren't in sync on the pitch combination. With one out, dugout's calling for a hard breaking pitch to get a ground ball for a double play, I think. Dason with that patented hang it, and he gets a called third strike. Man, that is super sweet. Two outs now. Dason just likes to hang that front leg every now and then. Throw off the batter. I think one time he needs to take that 45 step to first base. That ball gets by Rhino back there. And no, actually I think it's Leighton behind the plate tonight. One ball, two outs here in the inning. Dason just rears back and throw it by him. And the challenge for a hitter is that you actually have to respect that fastball, and then he comes in with that wicked backdoor curve. And as a right-hander, you just can't deal with it. You got to think about, what are you going to try to eliminate by just fouling pitches off? And if you want to wait on hitting the curveball, then you got to be able to foul off the fastball. Swing and a miss. Leighton keeps it in front, throws it down. No play at second base. Two balls, two strikes now. Two outs. Dasani cruising. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Lee Law Firm, helping good people through bad times. Strike three right there. Mustangs hustle off the field. Dasani in command. We're going to go to the top of the fifth. Your score, Mustangs 4, Fossil Hill 0. Got Luke Schreier up. Ran into a little mistake with the graphics. Trying to do too much at once. First pitch is in the dirt. Last night, Schreier just threw the line drive to left field. To key the big inning for the Mustangs. That ball's in for a strike. One and one now on the Mustangs' third baseman. Stands in there strong. Good athletic stance. Quick hands. Hits one to the right side. Hustles down the line. And he's going to be thrown out by a couple steps. Now we got number 8 batting, Luke Bajaj. Mustangs definitely not worried about taking hacks at strikes. Good eye that time by Luke Bajaj, showing a lot of discipline at the plate here. On that 1-1 count, came in at the chest, he laid off, and he got the call. So 2-1, he's heading the count. That's a front knee strike. By the time it got to the back knee, it was down at the shins. But crossed at the front, and that's all that matters. Tough break. Pitcher's pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Bajaj. Everybody's down there hemming and hawing and moaning, and Bajaj watch the same pitch. A lot of discipline right now. 3 balls, 2 strikes for Luke. See if he can get the barrel on one here for the Mustangs. Umpire calls that low pitch. Tough one. Pitcher's pitch, though. If you're getting that call, keep going there, and the pitcher did. So kudos to the Fossil Ridge pitcher for putting it exactly where he wanted it. And he picks up the backwards K. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. There's Tiger, line drive to the second baseman. 1 hop, fields it, throws to first. Gets Tiger by a step. Man, he's fast down the line. That'll do it for the Mustangs here in the top of the 5th. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Your score, Grapevine 4, Fossil Ridge 0. Okay, we're back to live baseball. Check one, mic check. Check 1, 2. Got a new pitcher on the hill for the Mustangs. Connor Bell on the hill. Connor Bell on the hill now for the Mustangs. And he gets a foul ball here from the batter. Walked the first guy. Ball's popped up. Catcher gets under it. That'll be 1 out. Need a ground ball here. Ground ball to get out of the inning. Got him picked off. And JoJo runs him down. Bell picks him off of first base with a nice move. Two outs now. Connor fires it in. Nice deliberate motion. Ahead in the count, 0-1. Another strike. Must be his adrenaline from that double earlier. No balls, 2 strikes. Bell continuing the pace of the Mustangs pitchers during this tournament. Left that breaking pitch up. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on the hitter. Fossil Ridge looking for a chance to scratch. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It's getting late. Mustangs with a 4-0 lead. And the batter waves at it but makes contact. I think that's number 18 batting, folks. It was a good job of staying alive. The 1-2 pitch by Bell. Here's a leg kick, and he deals. Strike 3, nope, foul ball. Good job by the batter staying alive there. Time to throw a change-up, CB. Change up on the outer half. What do you think, Dad? Whatever he threw, it was off speed and it was good. Batter swung right through it. Well, Connor allows a runner, picks him off. 3 batters, 3 outs. Mustangs still ahead. We're going to the top of the 6th. Grapevine 4. Fossil Ridge 0. All right, you know what that is. Ball was thrown down. This looks like number 26, Tatum, is in the game. Tatum with a huge hit last night. Payne Tatum up for the Mustangs here to lead off the bottom of the 6th, or excuse me, top of the 6th. Number 26 takes the pitch down. And has 2 balls. Peyton fouls one off. Over here near the Tradio truck. This Ford F-150 with the built-in generator. Now we're totally mobile. We don't even need a power outlet. We bring our own power. Of course, the internet we brought tonight was up. There's a line drive down. And that's why the umpires stand in foul ground. Because if a line drive comes down the line and hits him like that one did, you know it's a foul ball. And that's why they don't straddle the line, because if the ball hits them then, they got to figure out which half it hit them on. Two balls, 2 strikes on Tatum. Every now and then you'll get somebody that doesn't realize he needs to be in foul ground with both feet at first. And you know, if you got a runner on first base and you're running a multi-man crew, there's a hard ground ball to the shortstop. Peyton's hustling down the line. Let's see what they call. And they call him out. Just got him by a step. Now up for the Mustangs, a pitcher, number 9, Connor Bell. Not sure exactly what happened on that one. But it's a foul ball, and Bell's got to hustle it down the line. One-handed swing again. No balls, 2 strikes on Connor. Break pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes on CB. Well, he rips one there. And he rounds it. That's clean base hit up the middle by CB. Kept his hands back on a breaking pitch. Good job. Got a left-handed pitcher here. Got to be smart at first now. Brent Lee drills the ball. Shortstop can't handle it. Mustangs got 2 runners on. Mustangs threatening to do some damage here. This is Brady Lane coming up. So you got Lee at first base. You got Bell at second. Pickoff attempt. And Bell dives back at second base. Now we should have our camera closer out to center field, I guess, so that we can pick up that particular play. Right now we don't really have a good angle on pickoff at second base. And there's a ball that gets by the catcher, and now you got a bunch of speed on the bases. Mustangs threatening to do some more damage. I think this is Brady Lane up. Brent Lee on second. Connor Bell on third. Hitters count here. Three balls. Probably an auto take in this situation. And you get the auto strike, too, by the umpire. 3 balls and 1 strike on Brady Lane. Kid's been absolutely drilling the baseball, and I'm talking about nothing's hitting the handle. Everything's on the barrel. And good eye right there. He hustles down to first base. The bases are loaded full of Mustangs. Fossil Ridge coach calls timeout, and going to talk about his options with number 7. I believe we got Sammy Kelly coming up for the Mustangs. Well, the Ridge is making a change, so bringing in another lefty. We'll send you off to some music here. Mustangs, no outs, new count, bases loaded. guess I should put the fader transition on that music. Sorry to do that to you. Cut you off, but I believe I had it wrong on the outs. I think there is one out in the inning. I think Peyton Tatum led off the inning and grounded out to the grounded out to the second baseman. And so the Mustangs have the bases loaded here and looking to extend a 4-0 lead here in the top of the sixth. We've been playing just over an hour and 25 now. So I'm not sure what the time limit is. Actually, this might be the last inning if they're playing hour 45. Bell takes off and scores easily. I think that'll be a pass ball on the catcher, actually. That's a good pitch. Man, that was a good pitch. Off speed. Left-handed curveball. Go ahead and pop Sammy's name up there for you guys. There's a drill. Nice play that time by the first baseman. It's going to result, though, in a RBI for Sammy. Towery up. He grounds it to the first baseman who makes a play and hustles over to the bag. Towery runs it out like he always does, and Fossil Ridge picks up the third out of the inning, not before the Mustangs scratch for 2 more runs. We're going to go to the bottom of the sixth here from the Ridge out here in Fort Worth. Grapevine Mustangs 6. Grapevine Freshman Mustangs 6. Freshman Fossil Ridge Panthers coming up. Try to extend this game. Well, they made the throw to second base, and you know what that means. It's time for more live Grapevine Mustang baseball. We're in the bottom of the sixth. And looks like AT&T is looking to throttle us. Come on, AT&T. Let us have a little bit more bandwidth. 2 balls now. Bell looking for the strike zone. Left-hander kicks his leg and deals. Seems unusual that he'd have the swing away on 3-0, but Bell with a runner at first base. Coach Mooney calls timeout to go talk to him a bit and see what's up. Wants to make sure that conversation that the umpire had with him didn't knock him off front and center. Modest lead at first base. Time to just kick the leg and deal here, CB. Little cat and mouse going on. Batter trying to throw off the timing. There's a strike. Need a ground ball here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first base. And that'll probably be a wild pitch on CB. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner advances from first to second. It's a lonely position on that mound when you can't find that zone. Got to gut it out and keep going. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, just off. Gonna have runners on first and second here with nobody out. Infield fly is in effect. And for you guys that trying to understand exactly what the infield, good hustle. Kubo almost got to that ball, got a glove on it. It's a heck of a job by 1-8 hustling over there. So for you guys that don't know the rules, runners in first and second or bases loaded, less than 2 outs. That and infield fly that can be caught without by an infielder without extraordinary effort. And I think they changed the wording on that. A few years ago in the MLB, because the Braves were in a playoff game and the shortstop called a fly ball in short left field, and I think they put more definition around extraordinary. The guy didn't catch the ball, but the umpires had to call the infield fly. That's 2 balls. And the infield fly protects the offense, actually, keeps the defense from dropping the fly ball and turning a double play. The presumption is that the runner at the plate is going to be running when the ball's hit. So, and that's why you can have at least runners on first and second, because it was just a runner on first and the guy's legging it out from the plate, and then they drop the fly ball. The guy from the plate's going to make it safely, and the guy that was on first is going to get thrown out. So that's why it's first and second or bases loaded, less than 2 outs. 3 balls, 2 strikes here at the Ridge. We're in the bottom of the 6th. I think we're bouncing up against the time limit, but I don't know. That's a great pitch right there, called strike 3. You could see it from out here in right field. That's that spot that umpire's been given all day, that front knee fastball where it ends up on the shins, on the back knee. But he's called it on both sides, and Mustangs will take it here. We're right down, we've got the Tradio truck parked right down the first base line in right field. And CB gets one in the dirt. It's not blocked, kicks away off the shins. Go down as a wild pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. Both runners move up. Two balls, no strikes. A lot of pitches in this inning now. Foul ball back. There's a deep one. A deep one out there. Who's going to get to it? Nobody is. It's deep over the left fielder's head, and it's going to drive in 2 runs. What a bomb. All right, so coach is turning to Sammy Kelly to close this thing out. Bell goes back to center field. And we'll pick things up here in a minute with pick things up here in a minute with a runner on second, 1 out. Give you some music while we're waiting. This is a broadcast presentation of Tradio, brought to you in part today by Lee Law Firm. Lee Law Firm, we help good people through bad times. All right, I think Sammy says he's ready. First pitch is a called strike. So with the change of Sammy on the hill, Brent Lee goes to shortstop. Peyton Tatum's at second base for the Mustangs. Kubo swinging a miss. Kubo's at first base for the Mustangs. Schreier is at third base. Ooh, that was a close pitch. Yes, umpire did call it. I'm going to say, that's a pitch he's been calling all day. A little hesitation, but that's been automatic. Have to say he's been consistent on both sides with that front knee fastball. And that's really what you want. An umpire that keeps the strike zone the same the entire game. That's all you can ask for as a batter. Got to adjust to it. You got to know what he's calling. Sammy deals another strike. Takahashi is in left field. Brady Lane's in right field. And Bell's in center field. Two strikes on the batter. Strike three right there. Mustangs are off. See if we're going to keep going here. Could be the ball game. Let's see. That is a ball game, folks. And that's a final. Mustangs take the game here. And it's a final. Your final score, Mustangs 6, Fossil Hill 2. This has been a presentation of Tradio. We enjoyed it. We'll catch you on the next game, which will probably be tomorrow night at I don't know the time, but you'll see it on Twitter or Facebook, and I believe it's Mustangs against Keller over at Keller. Have a good evening, folks. Enjoyed having you.